Hello one and all, and welcome back to the Chelsea FC save with me, Frew FM. We're on episode 27 today, and we've got the return leg of the Lyon and Manchester City games. Two really tough games, but I think we can come through them. Righty-ho then, so after the first leg against Lyon that we played last time, we only played the one game in between. It was just the game against Everton in the Premier League, in which Denis Suarez scored an 88th minute winner. We were the better side, we deserved to win. Morata missed a late chance as well, so it was good that Denis Suarez managed to squeak a winner for us, so happy with that result. And that was the only one to catch you up on actually since the last game. It's actually the only bit of news really, because obviously that's the only game that we've played. We've come back pretty much straight away. We're into the Lyon game now, and as you can see, as you probably know, we're 1-0 up from the first leg against Lyon. We've got only a slender one goal lead. Hopefully we can get some goals in Lyon, in France, so let's get into it. Right then, so this is the team we're going to go with against Lyon. We've got Courtois in goal, with David Luiz and Kurt Zouma as the two centre-backs there, our Europa League centre-backs. We've got Kieran Tierney and Zappacosta in left and right back. Jorginho, Barkley and Kante as the midfield three. Hazard on the inside forward position. Pedro as the Raumdeuter on the right. And Fernando Torres not as a false nine. He will be playing as an advanced forward. So hopefully Fernando Torres can continue his magnificent goal scoring form in the Europa League. I can't see it happening. We're away against Lyon. It's going to be a tough game, but who knows? Right then, so Lyon go with a pretty similar team to what they went with in the first game. You can see that the dangerous Luan is still in the central attacking midfield position with Dada and Ndombele there. I think it's pretty much the same team, so it's definitely the same formation, but show me what you can do to keep our run going. Let's see what we can do. Right then, let's get underway. Barkley back to David Luiz. You might notice I'm not wearing my hat today. I know I do have hair. It was just a decision made on the day because simply I couldn't find my hat. So that's where that came from. As we do have our first highlight, and Jeremel plays it to Ndombele. Great tackle by Barkley. He's went really high up the pitch. Ross Barkley for Pedro. He's in. Pedro scores. It's 1-0. We've got the away goal. Great stuff. There's Barkley just steaming in with a absolutely crunching challenge. Ndombele doesn't know what's hit him. Left-footed pass, lovely pass into Pedro, who hits the goalkeeper first time, and it just kind of cannons off his leg. Don't really know what happened there, but it's 1-0. We've got an early lead. Great stuff. So after our goal, then we've got another highlight early on. Luan heads it straight to Zappacosta. Here's Pedro, loads of space. Jorginho and Barkley's there. Jorginho assist, just a nice little header from Jorginho, which Barkley just managed to stick away. 2-0. So Zappacosta just threw it in. Luan with a really poor defensive header because it went straight back to Zappacosta. Pedro in acres of space. Jorginho with a little, see there, just give a little, and then Barkley just hammers it home. Another highlight. Now then, which way is this one going to go? It's all fun and games on Frew FM, boys and girls. Ndombele to Raphael. Traore. Found Martial on the left hand side. Now here's Memphis Depay. Left footed cross right across the face of goal. Comes back for Traore. Ndombele. Raphael. Ndombele. Look at the amount of players that Lyon have got forward here. They're just really going for it. They're going to have to, but we've got a break here. And there's Hazard on the left hand side. He's got the pace to skip away from the Lyon defenders. Hazard. Kante popping up. N'Golo Kante gets another goal, and it's 3-0 after 15 minutes. We're 4-0 up on aggregate, 3 away goals. Lyon are going to have to score 5 goals now. Can't see it happening, but I've been known to bottle stuff before. Probably do it again. So, you know, Hazard just laid it into Kante. It was a great counter-attack. Clinical. Right then, another highlight as Rui Diaz now for Raphael. Referee with a little arrow sign for advantage. Luan. And again, it's cleared away. Fernando Torres isn't going to get that. He's just far too slow, to be honest. Anthony Lopez out for Martial now, and Ndombele, Depay. We're just making it really difficult for them. I mean, they've given it away again. They've just got no space on the ball. That's our game. It's pressing. He's Pedro Kante again. Torres! Oh! Fernando Torres. 4-0. 5-0 on aggregate. Now they need 6. And there's only actually 19 minutes gone. It's worth remembering that. It's we're not even 20 minutes into the game, and we're 5-0 up on aggregate. So now that is, you would like to think, game over. I can't believe this is another highlight straight after the kickoff. And Kulu for Jeremel. I definitely have got this on key, and it's not as if you know, some stupid highlights. Barkley's just getting absolutely stuck in as Dade gives it away again. We're just forcing them into mistakes here. David Luiz back to Courtois. He's got all the time in the world just to pick his head up and bash it up the pitch, apparently. Martial now, Ndumbele again. Depay. He's giving it away again. He's Torres. Pedro. Saved by Lopez this time. It's about the only one that he has saved. And then another highlight after 25 minutes. Depay cuts in from the left-hand side as he loves to do. Luan. Rui Diaz. Dade. We have left some spaces here. Luan, Dade. Rui Diaz, and it's over the bar. As you can see in the other game, Lazio have taken the lead against Hoffenheim, and we've got a couple of 2-2s there, so could be anybody really in this, and things go from bad to worse for Lyon. Sergi Dade now has been sent off, and immediately they get Lucas Toussaint on in the centre for Raul Rui Diaz, and Traore has been sent on up front. But half time, and it's been an absolute stroll in the park. How we were only able to beat them 1-0 in the first leg, I don't know. I think it's maybe because they were 1-0 down, and the AI sort of thought, well, we're 1-0 down, we're going to have to go for this a little bit, and we've just torn them apart. So 4-0, and Fernando Torres with a goal, which is always lovely. And passionately say, I'm very pleased with the performance, lads. Keep it going. Alright then, so Lyon get us underway for the second half. They might as well have not turned up, to be honest, for the second half. I mean, usually in Football Manager, you do have a worse second half. If you go like 4-0 up in the first half, I mean, look at this. Traore, they've scored straight away off the kick-off now. That just lets us know that they're there. As Toussaint played it forward, Martial, I mean, Azpilicueta goes charging out. Sorry, it's not, it's Zappacosta. Sorry, Azpilicueta, I've done that before as well. Traore places it home, and it's 4-1, 5-1 in aggregate. They still need another 5 goals, mind, so I won't worry about it too much, but what we're just going to do, just to preserve the players a little bit, we're just going to go on tactics and go on the instructions and tell them to stop closing down so much and not do this anymore. That does maybe prevent the short goalkeeper distribution, but we don't need to be higher either. We can just be normal at this point. We don't need to be more expressive or get stuck in. We can just retain the ball, to be honest, and save our energy. So yeah, 60 minutes gone, and as I was saying before, you know, it's usually you do have a pretty quiet second half once you've gone so far ahead in the first half, and that's shown really. We're getting beat 1-0 in the second half technically. For a quarter of this game, we've actually lost it to Lyon 1-0. You know, a quarter of the 2 legs, but David Luiz got a free kick. Just want to see what happens here. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Going to make a few subs, get a few tired players off. One of which is Jorginho. We're going to bring Azpilicueta on after his injury. Kante can come off for Denis Suarez, and Hazard can come off for Willian. Just giving the boys a bit of a rest, you know, just keep them fresh for the league fixtures and the FA Cup semi-final, which we've got next against Manchester City, which is going to be a big game, and that should do it. So we've won the game 4-1 on the night, full time, 5-1 on aggregate. I couldn't have asked for a better first 20 minutes. You can see all the goals were in the first 20 minutes, and as I said before, Fernando Torres got himself a goal, so I am happy. I am very pleased with the result and your performance, boys. It has just occurred to me that I forgot to show you the league table after obviously defeating Everton. It hasn't changed too much, obviously, but it's just the fact that we're 1 game closer now to winning the title. We're 8 points ahead with 4 games to go. So you can actually see how crucial that 88th minute winner from Denis Suarez was. You know, we're now 8 points ahead with 4 games to go as opposed to 6. So we're not really within touch and distance. Right then, on to the game against City. Ooh, just before we get to the game against City, we've got the Europa League semi-final draw. Now, I obviously forgot about this, but it is very important, so we will do it. So, right, so we've got Hoffenheim, Benfica and Zenit. Now, I think we should be going on to win this competition from here. There is nobody left in this competition that I'm thinking, really don't want to play you. Benfica are probably the best team left in it. Let's see how they're doing in the respective leagues. So Hoffenheim are 6th in the Bundesliga, so they should not pose as much of a problem. Zenit are in the Russian Premier League. I haven't got it loaded, so then it's not showing where they are. And Benfica are in the Portuguese league, which I don't also have loaded. But you would expect those teams to be up there in their respective leagues. So let's make the draw then. So let's see who we get first. Zenit. Zenit's a difficult one, but just because Russia's hard to go to, but Hoffenheim. So we are going to play Benfica, so arguably the toughest side left in this competition. We are going to play and hopefully knock out. So now we will get to that semi-final against Manchester City, but we're also going to have to play a semi-final, 2 legs against Benfica. Right, so actually, interestingly, we've actually got the Tottenham-West Brom game here, so if they do anything less than a win, I think, then we win the title, because they will have played 35 games and will be 8 points behind. No, we won't have won it, but if they lose or draw, we need, we can win it in the next game, so against Reading. So let's see how they get on. Oh, so there's an FA Cup fixture, of course there is. Let's have a look. They did beat West Brom, so they are going to make it. 95th minute winner from Harry Kane. Woo. So they are actually going to take it to the wire. So they're now 5 points behind, obviously, but it's very close against West Brom. You can see, and we will actually get into that Man City game semi-final in the FA Cup, I promise. Right then, so this is team to play City. We have Pepe Reina in goal, Azpilicueta at right back, Zuma and Luiz in centre back, not changed from the win against Lyon. Emerson at left back, Jorginho, Suarez in the centre as Mazzala. Doesn't really suit that role, but I think I need to give him more game time. Fekir is the advanced playmaker, Willian on winger attack, Eden Hazard as the inside forward, and Morata up front. So no N'Golo Kante for this game, but I think we can cope without him. I wanted to make a few changes for the FA Cup anyway, so it's at a neutral venue, it's Wembley. Let's see how we get on. Right then, so Manchester City do look as if they've gone pretty much full strength. What's interesting is that Vinny Kompany is in defensive midfield, which is quite strange. You'd have thought Stones might have filled in that role, but he did start out as a defensive midfielder in his professional career, so when he played for Hamburg and Anderlecht. So it's not entirely alien, but still, I think we've got a chance in this game. Brandt, Gundogan and Fernandinho don't really strike fear into me, but this is where they're all going to score twice, because I've said that. So I've said to the boys they deserve to be in the final. Only Eden Hazard's motivated. I don't care. Let's get into the game. Alright then, look at Wembley in its glory. As we get the game underway, Mauro Icardi gets underway. There's Kompany in that defensive midfield role. So he's interesting. Fernandinho. Icardi. No! Ooh. Icardi almost put Manchester City in front after seconds. So Julian Brandt's picked up a little bit of an injury. That's a little bit of a bonus for us. Nothing really happening in this game so far. Azpilicueta's picked up a yellow card. Hazard's looking motivated, as is Fekir. To over corner, Fekir. Zuma should have scored by the text at the bottom. It wasn't that easy a chance, but I still think he should have done better. It's a bit of a cagey game so far. Probably one you'd expect from an FA Cup semi-final between two big teams. So it was. I think I just saw before this game actually that it was Arsenal and Swansea in the semi-final. So it's one of those teams who's going to win. There's been no shots on target in the first half. But yeah, Arsenal or Swansea in the final. I think Arsenal did beat Swansea, so it will be Arsenal in the final. Right then, what a boring half that was. Half time and no shots on target. We've had the majority of the ball, but we're not really doing anything with it. I think Manchester City obviously aren't doing anything with it apart from that chance that Icardi had and the one that we had with Zuma in the first half. Hopefully things can improve. I'm probably going to get into the boys at half time and say it wasn't good enough, because it probably wasn't. I said I'm not happy with the performance. They've responded well to it. Let's get into the second half. Okay, so we are back for the second half. I do apologise for that. My cat decided it wanted to come in and start meowing at me, so while I was doing a video, which is always helpful. Bernardo Silva takes a corner. Sané picks it up. Leroy Sané. Jorginho now with a great tackle, but gives the ball away. Bernardo Silva, Icardi, great tackle again from Jorginho, and again, but Manchester City still somehow have it. Fernandinho's on the floor, and Bernardo Silva wastes it. So Manchester City actually picked up a couple of knocks in that first half, but they've brought some really good players on in reply. It's Sterling and Sané have come on now for Man City as Mendy throws it in for Icardi. Here is Sané. It's blocked. Kompany, Icardi, Denis Suarez bashes it away. And we do come up the pitch. Here's Hazard. Can we build something? Here's Morata with Fekir going beyond him. Here he is, Nabil Fekir. Fekir scores with a Morata assist. It was a brilliantly worked counter-attack. Fantastic, 1-0. Let's hope we can hold on to this lead. We've been quite good against Manchester City in the recent games that we've played them, but it was just a devastating counter-attack that Morata through for Fekir, and he is a deadly finisher, Nabil Fekir. He's got quite a lot of goals this season. I'm really pleased with his contributions, so excellent stuff. We do have a highlight straight after the goal, and Company, you can see there's on a yellow card as Emerson picks it up, but Sterling's escaped him. Sterling now, back post, Sané, 1-1. That didn't last long, did it? I mean, this all comes from this moment here where Emerson just sells himself and Sterling just absolutely skins him. Across to the back post. There's Sané on the volley. Nice volley, 1-1. Morata with a free kick. Not something he's known for, I don't think, Alvaro Morata, free kicks, but he went close there. Right then, looking at the ratings, Eden Hazard isn't playing well, but he's looking motivated and he's a world-class player. I don't really just want to take him off. So we will just leave it for now. 75 minutes gone and nothing really happening. Well, as I say that, we've got a highlight. Suarez, Willian, Suarez, Fekir, David Luiz, Emerson, Fekir. Now there's some space for Hazard there. Jorginho, Suarez, Willian's got some space now. Can he find somebody in the middle? He can, and it's Eden Hazard, and I've just left him on. What a stroke of tactical genius to leave Eden Hazard on there. I'm going to take all the credit for that because, you know, I deserve it. I left him on. I thought I was this close to taking Eden Hazard off. And what has he gone and done? He's gone and scored. Fantastic little bit of play there. Willian found some space brilliantly, and he does the rest. Put it on a plate for Hazard. It's 2-1. Hopefully we won't get a highlight straight away now after the kick-off, which we haven't, which is good. I am going to take Alvaro Morata off because he's a bit tired. I'm going to get Tammy Abraham on as a complete forward on support, so he can give a little bit more support to the midfield, and hopefully we can see this one out. We do have a highlight. Hazard inside for Jorginho. Denis Suarez out for Willian. Hopefully we can keep the ball or create something. Willian. Edison just punches at it. Jorginho, and that's knocked away by Jibril Sidibe. But Zuma, Mendy away, and Manchester City do pick it up. Are they going to have a highlight here? Is Mauro Icardi. Gundogan. There is some space here for Raheem Sterling. Bernardo Silva, what a goal! I didn't even see what really happened there. It looked like he scissor kicked it. I don't know if he did. But Manchester City are level anyway, and it's 2-2. Somebody's being booked for abusing officials. But Icardi just played it inside for Gundogan. Sterling had far too much space. I don't know what Zuma's doing. Bernardo, he did like scissor kick it with his right foot. He's left footed as well, Bernardo Silva. That's a great finish. So we've got a throw in with a couple of minutes to go. Hazard. Suarez! Right then, so that's the end of 90 minutes. We are going to go into extra time here at Wembley with a 2-2 result. Not ideal, but I think, you know, hopefully we can find something in extra time and put them to the sword. I've told the boys to keep going out there, and that one goal should be enough to win this for us, which they've all responded to brilliantly. So we're underway in second half. In extra time. Walker, as the highlight just fades away. Sidibe now for Icardi. Sané, a great tackle from Willian. Fantastic commitment. I mean, what I'm worried about is that we've only made one substitution. I think we possibly need to make a couple more, but he's Fekir. Nabil Fekir, drifting past everyone. I was hoping Tammy Abraham would be able to get something on the end of that. Sterling comes forward. Icardi. He's done that well today, Icardi. He's held the ball up well, actually. He's drifted into space. He'll be playing that complete forward role, I would imagine. But here's Gundogan. Bernardo Silva, it's wasteful. Now, we are going to make, I think, another substitution. Oh, we can't for some reason. Yeah, that's it. So we are going to make another substitution. Jorginho's going to come off for Kante. And I think we'll get Azpilicueta off for Zappacosta. I think we can make 4 substitutes. Actually, Jorginho should be quite good at penalties, thinking about that. So let's just have a look at penalty taken. He's got 13 penalty taken, which isn't bad. Fekir should have good, but yeah, he's got 15 pens. Hazard should have good, yeah, 19 pens. Probably a mistake taking Morata off, actually. He's got 14 himself. Abraham has got 14, actually, so that's not too bad. Emerson, 5. Zappacosta, 7. Azpilicueta, 8. So none of our defenders really got good penalty taken. David Luiz should have, yeah, he's got 15. Zuma, 7. Should be in pretty good shape. Pedro should have good penalties. I might bring him on. He's only got 11, actually. He's not great. Barkley's get 12. This cheek's got him. I'm not bringing him on. gonna bring, yeah. So I'm gonna bring Zappacosta on for Azpilicueta, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think I'm actually gonna bring Pedro on for Hazard. No, he's one of our best penalty takers. I don't think I can do that. No, we're gonna leave Hazard out there. He's one of our best penalty takers, so we're just gonna leave it at that. I think we will bring Kante on for Jorginho and just play him as a defensive midfielder on defend and play the game. Confirm changes. Hopefully we can dig something out before penalties become an issue. Djibril Sidibe is now injured and they don't have any, so we're actually playing against 10 men. We're going to go attacking actually because they've got 10 men. So he's Willian. Oh, Willian drifting past. Can he pull something out of the bag? No, he just hits the side netting of the net. So we're cycling through extra time here. Nothing really happening. We haven't really made a difference nobody's made a difference in extra time, and it is going to go to penalties. We've got some good penalty takers still on the pitch, so hopefully we should have a good show on. But we'll just see. I mean, look at these penalty takes here. We've got 19, 15, 15, 14, 13, 12. Not bad at all. I'm just going to auto pick them. There we go. As Icardi steps up now. Pepe Reina at Liverpool was renowned for saving penalties, so hopefully he can pull some out of the bag. Icardi scores 1-0 to City on penalties. Here's Hazard with his theoretical 19 penalty taken. Let's see if he scores this one against Ederson. He does. It's 1-1. Bernardo Silva stepping up. Looks like he's going to hit it with his right foot, but I assume he won't now. He does hit it with his left. Bernardo Silva scores 2-1 City. Now Nabil Fekir with his left foot. His wonder of a left foot it's proved to be this season. Fekir, and it's a fantastic penalty. Top bins, don't save those. Now John Stones is going to step up third for Manchester City. Now what can he do? Stones steps up and he's hit the crossbar. We've got the chance to take the lead now through David Luiz. David Luiz, normally such an assured set piece taker, so confident, half expecting him to dink this. He doesn't. Well, he kind of didn't dink it, but it went down the middle. Typical David Luiz fashion. Gundogan steps up now for City as we lead 3-2, and Gundogan slots it into the bottom corner. It's a good pen. Reina wasn't going to get to that one. Tammy Abraham now for us. I don't altogether trust Tammy Abraham here, but he has stuck it away, and it's 4-3. Our good penalty takers, they are coming in handy here. I am pretty confident that we will see this through. I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm too nervous, to be honest. Penalties are always nerve-wracking moments, aren't they? As Aymeric Laporte steps up for Pepe Reina. You can always tell when I'm nervous because I just start rambling and it's that crap. As Laporte scores and sticks it past Reina, and now it's this one to win it for Chelsea. I think. Yeah, it's the long walk up, so it's Willian to take it, who's been such a star for us all season. Let's hope he doesn't let us down now. Come on, Willian. Willian stepping up. Willian, it's a long wait. Willian, and he scored. We're through to the final of the FA Cup, boys. So, semi-final of the FA Cup. We're probably going to win the league. Semi-final of the Europa League with some poor teams left in it. Treble is on, boys. Treble is actually on. Efforts were excellent, blah, blah, blah. You've done it. Congratulations in the final. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so we do actually play Arsenal in the final. Arsenal, who have been a bit of a bogey side for us in this save. So hopefully we can get one over on our old rivals. But yeah, Chelsea-Arsenal in the FA Cup final. Righty-ho then, so that brings us to the end of the episode. When you're in the thick of it, you don't actually realise when you're on such a good run. I mean, because we've been playing in so many different competitions, I just haven't taken notice of how good a run we've been on, but we've actually won the last 4, 5, 6, 7. We actually won the last 8 games. I mean, I know that last one was on penalties, but it was against Manchester City at a neutral venue, so it was a really even game. We actually shaded it, I think, in game. But we've been on a fantastic run, and hopefully that will continue. Hopefully we can beat Reading, put some more pressure on Tottenham. Then we've got Arsenal away, which is another massive game. Then we've got Benfica, obviously in the Europa League. Huddersfield, the title should already be won by the Huddersfield and Southampton games, but I can't guarantee that. If we do win the league while I'm playing behind the scenes, for instance against Reading or Arsenal, because we're going to come back for the a Benfica double header, what I'll do is I'll put on Twitter that we've won the league, and I'll post some screenshots and things. Get yourself over there. It's just at FrewBallFM. That's my Twitter handle. So just get yourself over there. You know, support the channel any way you can. If you could drop a like, comment or subscribe, I would be most humbled. So once again, thanks for watching, and thanks everybody again. Now, bye bye.